Okay, let's begin our discussion now with sliding window protocols. So, earlier video, I have given you an overview with regard to sliding window protocol. I will just briefly summarize it so that we can continue with the discussion on the three sliding window protocols. So, point number one that we discussed, that we deliberated was these are full duplex protocols. Once again, I am writing the points which we discussed in the earlier video so that we can have continuity of understanding. Full duplex protocols means the communication takes place between sender and receiver in both the directions. These are much better efficient, better efficiency. But the problem is, or the complexity here, I would say more complex than elementary data link layer protocols. Elementary data link layer protocols. Complexity because of to achieve the efficiency, etc. And the buffer requirements are more. That means sender and receiver will have to maintain more buffers. But the inherent characterization is that it makes use of the concept of piggybacking. What is piggybacking? We defined in the earlier video. Piggybacking is the act of temporarily delaying the acknowledgements so that it can be hooked onto the next outgoing data frame. Outgoing data frame from the host. So piggybacking will increase the efficiency of the system, will make the protocol more efficient. But the only issue with piggybacking is how long the sender or the host will have to wait for getting the outgoing frame so that it can hook on to the acknowledgement. Suppose if it is taking too long a time, then it will have to send the acknowledgement separately. So therefore, piggybacking may help. We don't say that it will always be helping. Okay, so that is another aspect. So the basic convention or the basic point of sliding window protocol is that sender and receiver hosts maintain what is called sender window. We'll write here after in short as SW, and receiver window. We'll write it as RW. This sender window and receiver window will enable the source host and the destination host to know what frames it is supposed to send and what frames it is supposed to receive. So these windows are based on the size of window. Size of windows depends on the number of bits used for assigning sequence numbers to the frames. The minimum value of this, suppose if I say n, this number of bits is indicated by n. Minimum value of n is 1 bit. So with 1 bit I can have two sequence numbers 0 and 1. So therefore the window size can also be 0 and 1. Window size can also be 0, 1, or maybe I can take maximum 0, 1. Means in general, if I use n-bit sequence number, with n-bit sequence number, let me write it like this. I told these points in fact in the earlier class. So with n-bit sequence numbers, we can have up to 2 power n. We can have up to 2 power n sequence numbers. which is nothing but 0 to 2 power n minus 1. I gave example in the last class. Again, I will tell you. Like for example, if I take n is equal to 3, or I'll take first n is equal to 2. So now total number of sequence numbers, if I indicated by capital N, so capital N can be 4. So what are the sequence numbers? 0, 1, 2, 3. So sender window and receiver window maximum can have a total size of 4. Okay, total size of 4. So what I'm trying to say, for example, if I take sender window as full size 0, 1, 2, 3, receiver window as 0, 1, 2, 3, then that means sender can send any frame in this window 0, 1, 2, 3. So point is, whenever it is sending any frame 0, it will buffer it. So I will have 4 buffers here, one each for everyone. Here also I will have 4 buffers. So when it sends frame 0 will be buffered until it get the acknowledgement. If it sends frame 1, will be kept in the buffer until it get acknowledgement 1. Suppose if it gets any frame, if it gets any frame, then frame will have sequence number. Then the receiver will check whether this arrived sequence number, say X, is lying within this range. Suppose if it is lying, if it is 2, then it will be stored here. Frame number 2 will be stored here. And then it may send the acknowledgement independently, or it may send cumulative acknowledgement as we discussed earlier. So that depends on the protocol. So I can have window sizes of either 4 or I can have less than this. Suppose if I take less than this was case 1, this is case 2. Sender window, even though I have possibility 4, I take only 2, 0 and 1. Receiver window can be 0, 1, or can be more than that, can be less than that. More than that is not meaningful. Less than that means 0, 1. So suppose after 0, 1, it next slide it to 2, 3, because the window size is maximum 2. Suppose if it receives both the frame, then it will slide it to 2, 3. Then after 2, 3, it will again slide it to 0, 1. So like that it overlaps and it keeps on working like that. Okay, so depending on the sizes, here I will write, depending on the sizes of sender window and receiver window, we have different types of sliding window protocols, SWP. Like what are they? We discussed that. They are 1-bit sliding window protocol, or go back n sliding window protocol, or selective repeat SR sliding window protocol. Now in terms of the window sizes, I will tell you, the sender window size and receiver window size both is 1 bit. That's why it is called 1 bit, only 1. Whereas in go back n, sender window will be greater than 1 and receiver window will always be 1. And here sender window will be greater than 1 and receiver window will also be greater than 1. That is the fundamental difference between a 1-bit sliding window protocol, go back n, and selective repeat. So what we'll do is we'll go through some slide where I have some important points with regard to this. I will talk about it, and then we'll start our discussion with 1-bit sliding window protocol and see how efficient it is. So let's see that. So I will just play the presentation. Please have a look at it. So this one, that I have 3 types of sliding window protocols. I said 1-bit sliding window protocol using go back n. Generally we write go back n as go back n. Let me show it. This is a pen. Ink also I will select. Okay. So generally we write go back n as GBN. Why? I will talk. What is this n? I will talk about later. Selective repeat will write in short SR. Selective repeat. 3 protocols. 1, 2, 3. So let's take up the discussion one by one. This is 1-bit sliding window protocol. So what happens in 1-bit sliding window protocol? As I said, the window sizes of both sender and receiver are 1. Is 1. That means the sender will have to send and wait. That's why this is also generally called stop and wait. This is based on the ideology of stop and wait. Send 1 frame and wait for acknowledgement. And the window size is 1. So what happens here? I'm using 3-bit sequence number. So with 3-bit sequence number, the total number of sequence numbers I can have is 2 power 3. So what are they? 8. So what are the 8? I'm sorry, it got slided. So what are the 8? Kindly see. Let me write it here. The 8 are, so 2 power 3 is equal to 8. the 8 sequence numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the 8 sequence numbers. These are the 8 sequence numbers. So, but window size is 1, means at a time it can send only 1. So, what is the scenario here? First, at the start, this is the thing. Sender has not got any frame to send. So, therefore, it is waiting for any frame to send. But receiver says, I am waiting for frame number 0. This is a window. Waiting for 0. Then, what about receiver? Sender at time 1, for example, at next instant of time, it got frame 0. So, it has buffered frame 0 and send it. Receiver is still, it is in the transit. And now, when the receiver has received frame 0, it will slide. This is called sliding. It will slide its window to 1, saying that now I already got frame 0. I am waiting for frame 1. So it is waiting only for frame 1. If it gets frame 1, it will accept. If it gets any other than frame 1, it will reject it. Then what happens? Okay, it will send the acknowledgement. So once this acknowledgement comes, sender say that okay, frame 0 has been successfully received by the receiver. So it will advance its window to 1, saying that okay, I'm sliding it to 1. Next time if I get any frame, I will mark the sequence number as 1 and go ahead. So that's why stop and wait 1 bit means window size is 1. So from 0 it will slide it to 1, 1 to 2 next time, 2 to 3, 1, 4. Therefore, this is 3-bit sequence number with sliding window of window sizes of 1. Okay. As another scenario, 2 scenarios I am showing where I have interactions existing in protocol 4. These also protocol 4. Earlier we have seen 3 protocols which were simplex. Now this is a 4th protocol. So what happens here? Kindly see. This is host A, host B. So this is a normal scenario, normal case. What is happened? Kindly see the format of the frame. I will have sequence number, acknowledgement for piggybacking, and the actual frame number. Frame number can be different sequence number. Frame number can be 5. Sequence number can be 0. We have seen that previous slide. Again check it. So frame numbers can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the window size is only 1, means it is permitted to send only 1 frame at a time. So what happens here? Sender A sends sequence frame with sequence number 0. That frame is actually 0. And it is sending the previous acknowledgement 1. It arrives at the other side. So B gets what? The same thing, 0, 1. Star means indicates frame accepted by network layer. So it has accepted and sent it to network layer. So what is B sending now? Stop and wait. What is B sending? It's frame 0 and acknowledging this 0 which it has received from A and sending its own frame. This is full duplex. Okay. So it is sending its own frame by name B0. It arrives at the sender. It arrives at host A. So host A gets the same thing as it is. It will be accepted. Then what is it sending now? It is sending its next frame. So earlier it has sent A0. Sequence number was 1. Now it is sequence number was 0. Now it is 1 and frame A1. So and acknowledging the previously received frame from B0 from B. What was it? Sequence number 0. So it is acknowledging 0. I hope you are getting the point. Next it will say, so B also get it. And then B having acknowledged this, earlier it has sent B0, now it will send B1. It will send B1. Kindly observe that. So assigning sequence number 1 and then assigning sequence number and acknowledging 1 which it has got from A. It got from A, this sequence number 1. So acknowledging this and assigning a new sequence number 1 to B1. So A also get the same thing acknowledged. Next it will slide it to 0 because here the value of n is equal to 1. So I have only 2 sequence numbers 0, 1. They oscillate between them 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 like that. So that is a point of normal case. Now in the second case, what is happening here? Protocol is correct, but the performance is poor. Why? Because here, unlike earlier occasion, both of them, because this is full duplex communication, both of them start sending the frame simultaneously. So A send 0, 1, A0, simultaneously B send is 0, 1, B0. So this B gets the frame sent by A, but it takes slightly long time for B to for A to get the frame sent by B. It will take long time. So it has received correctly. So what has happened here? B sends. Now A gets this, forwarded to network layer, and then B sends 0, 0, B0. What? It is sending its own frame. Why? Because why is it sending 0 again? Because it has not got the acknowledgement of this. Because A has not sent the acknowledgement. So therefore, retransmission of 0 and acknowledging 0 which it has got from A. It got frame number 0, so acknowledging 0. And resending again, retransmission. Kindly observe, it is retransmitting. Why? It has not received the acknowledgement for 0. A has not at all sent anything. Now later point out. So this is this pink color indicate that this is retransmission. Likewise, what happens here? Now A got 0, 1, B 0. So when it got A1, B 0, so A sends 0, acknowledging 0. And why is it sending? Because it has not got the acknowledgement for A0, right? It has not got the acknowledgement by that time. So therefore, it sends A0 again. So B gets 0, 0, A0. This is duplicate, right? This is duplicate. So what does it do? And because B understand that A has already received frame bearing 0, so it will send 1 and then acknowledging what it has received already. So B has already received A0, it has not received A1, so acknowledging 0 only and sending its new frame after that B1. Kindly observe that. Okay, so this is the retransmission. So what will A do? Since A has already received B0, so it has to acknowledge that. And because it has got the acknowledgement now it has got the acknowledgement for A0, right? A0. So it will send A1. Because this is acknowledgement for A0, right? It has sent A0 here. 2 times it got retransmitted, 2 times, right? It should not have been done like that. But anyway, because of this delay which is happening here, it is resulting in many retransmissions. I hope you are understanding the point. So by the time it has just forwarded to the network layer, it retransmitted the same packet A0. I hope you understand the point. Okay. So what happens here? Because now A sends next frame A1, B gets it, and then B sends B1. So both of them have received A0, B0, and now they are sending A1, B1. So A1 will be received at this point and B1 will come out at this particular point of time. Acknowledging for B1, and acknowledging A0, right? So now A1 sends again A1. Why? Because by the time when it transmits this, by the time this has been transmitted, A1 has not been received by B. So that's why B sends again the acknowledgement for what it has received so far and then continue. So these pink lines basically indicate the poor retransmission that are happening here, because of which it leads to poor performance. Of course, there is no flaw here, there is no problem here, except that there are multiple retransmissions that are taking place. So let me write it here. There are multiple retransmissions that are happening here. This is not desirable. But we can't help it. How to overcome this, we have to see in the next set of protocols. So this is the basic ideology of it. Kindly observe, because of this timing delays, retransmissions are happening. Okay. Suppose if delay would not have been there, if A0 would have been received and B0 also would have been received, immediately they would have sent the acknowledgement and advanced the window to A1 and B1. But because the delay is happening here, right? What has happened? Again, check. B has sent B0, A has sent A0. B got the frame of A0 quickly. Therefore, it is sending the acknowledgement. But by this time, A has not received the acknowledgement. That is what I am saying. So again, it retransmit. That is what is retransmission. And then because B has not received the acknowledgement of B0, what it has sent, so it retransmits B0. So these are retransmissions that are happening here and here. So likewise here and here, same scenario. Okay, that is leading to poor performance of 1-bit sliding window protocol. Then how to overcome this problem using selective repeat, and also go back, and we shall discuss in the next video. Okay.